All of you, welcome to the session. Today we are going to see Planck's radiation law. So we covered two things. One is Wien's displacement law and Rayleigh-Jeans law, and third one is Planck's radiation law. Let us see what are the assumptions made by the Planck here. So one by one here. So a block body radiator contains simple harmonic oscillators of possible frequencies. See there, a block body radiator. Let us take a black body in which every atom acts like a simple harmonic oscillator. They possess particular frequencies. They oscillate with a particular frequency. Now, the oscillator cannot emit or absorb energy continuously. The oscillator cannot emit or absorb energy continuously. This is contrary to electromagnetic theory, in which where the black body emits radiation continuously whereas in case of quantum theory, this is what quantum theory. So according to this quantum theory, according to Max Planck, so where the radiator cannot emit energy continuously, so it cannot absorb energy continuously. The third point is here, emission or absorption of energy takes place in discrete amounts. So that is, energy of oscillator is quantized. See that the emission or absorption of energy takes place in discrete amounts, that is, energy oscillator is quantized. So energy of an atomic oscillator of frequency nu can have only certain values like 0, h nu, 2h nu, and this is an integral multiple of a small unit of energy. So that is what h nu, small unit of energy, h nu, called the quantum. This is what called small unit of energy, is also called the quantum, or this can also be named as photon. So quantum or photon. In general, for an oscillator of frequency nu, the possible values of energy is given by E equal to nh nu. So the possible values of energy of a harmonic oscillator in generally can be written as E equal to nh nu. Now, so let us see further. Find out average energy of harmonic oscillator. Average energy of an harmonic oscillator. Let us assume, so in the system or in the black body there exists n number of oscillators. Okay. Then the total energy of that black body radiation can be, total energy of the system or black body radiation can be capital E. This is what total energy emitted by black body. Okay, so how many oscillators are present in the black body? N number of oscillators. The total energy emitted by the black body is how much? Capital E. Now the average energy of an oscillator, can be written as E bar equal to average energy of an oscillator, E bar equal to the total energy E by the number of oscillators, capital M. Okay, so this represents average energy of an oscillator. So here E bar represents average energy of an oscillator. Okay, so E bar equal to capital E by capital M. Okay, all right. Now what I am doing here, let there be, let us assume this is what equation number 1. Let there be, so number of particles like N0, N1, N2, N3, dash dash dash. So there can be number of particles N0, N1, N2, N3, Nr, etc. I am taking number of particles in the block body. Now energy of each oscillator, number of oscillators. Now the energy of each oscillator, oscillators having energies. So energies can be, energy of each oscillator, here I am taking, this can be written as here 0, and energy of N1 particle is E1, energy of N2 particle is, here I am taking 2E, energy of N3 particle is 3E, Similarly, energy of earth particles can be written as, I'm taking Re and etc. So these are the energies. Now the total number of particles, total number of particles, oscillators can be written as n equal to n0 plus n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus nr, okay, nr, and the total energy can be written as, here, so n0 particle having energy 0, n1 particle having energy E. So let us multiply these two things, then we'll get total energy. Total energy can be written as, total energy of black body can be written as, there n0 into 0, 0, plus here I am writing En1 plus 2En2 plus 3En3 plus dash 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 ReNR. This is what total energy of black body, and where capital N represents total number of oscillators. Now according to Maxwell-Boltzmann law. According to Maxwell-Boltzmann law. According to Maxwell-Boltzmann's law of distribution. According to Maxwell-Boltzmann law of distribution, the number of particles can be written as, nr equal to n0 into e to the power of minus r omega by kt. So there nr equal to n0 into e to the power of minus r e by kt, where what is k here? Where k is nothing but Boltzmann constant. Okay, nr equal to n0 to e to the power of minus r e by kt. So where I'm assuming this is what equation 2 and this is what equation 3, and here it is equation 4. Now substitute 4 into, I'm substituting 4 into, then what we get there? We'll get there n equal to, so n0. So n0 can be, what we get there, where n0, where r equal to 0. So if you substitute r equal to 0, it will become 0. So nr equal to 0, n0 equal to 0 plus n1. So if you take n1 here, n0 into e to the power of minus, instead of r I have to write 1, then we'll get e by kt, and plus n2. So where n2 can be written as n0 e to the power of minus 2 e by kt, where r equal to 2, and n3 plus n0 into e to the power of minus 3 e by kt dash dash dash. So in place of nr we have to write there n0 e to the power of minus r e by kt. Okay, r e by kt. Now what we have to do here, we have to take n0 common from whole this equation, then we'll get n equal to n0 into, here I am getting, here we get there n0 only, because n0 into e to the power of 0, 1. So we have n0, take n0 common, then we'll write 1 plus e to the power of e by kt plus here I am writing e to the power of minus 2 e by kt plus e to the power of minus 3 e by kt, and finally dash 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 e to the power of minus r e by kt. Alright, so we got that equation. Now what we have to do here, we have to use one equation. We know that here that equation can be 1 plus x square plus x cube dash 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 x to the power of r can be written as that equal to 1 by 1 minus x. Can be, so 1 plus x is nothing but e to the power minus e by kt, and x square e to the power minus e by kt whole square can also be written as like this, and 1 plus x square plus x cube dash dash can also be written as 1 by 1 minus x. So by using this equation, what we get there finally, n equal to n0 by and root 1 minus x. What is x there? Exponential minus e by kt. minus E by kT. So let us assume this is what equation number 5. Equation number 5. So n equal to n naught by 1 minus exponential minus E by kT, the total number of particles, total number of oscillators in the black body. N equal to n naught by 1 minus exponential minus E by. Substitute n values in equation number 3. Substitute 4 in equation number 3. Now what I am doing, I am substitute 4 in 3. Substitute 4 in 3. So already 3 is there. Here you have to substitute in this equation. What we get there? E equal to, this is, it will be 0, and E here it is what? N1, right? E N1, where 0 plus E N1. So where E N1 can be E into N1 can be N1 can be N naught e to the power of minus E by kT plus here 2 E into where N2 can be written as N0 e to the power of minus 2 E by kT plus, and here it is 3 E N3 can be written as, so where N naught e to the power of minus 3 E by kT and plus dash and where we can write R plus RE and N naught e to the power of minus RE by kT. Okay, this one we got here. Now what we have to do, we have to take common, where we have to take common N naught E exponential minus E by kT, taking common. Then what we get there, I am taking this term common, then what we get there, 1 plus, here we have 2 into, so exponential minus E by kT. Here I am taking e to the power of minus E by kT common, and the remaining term is what there, e to the power of minus E by kT, and plus 3 into exponential minus E by kT plus dash. Okay, we have the terms. And here also we have R into exponential e to the power of minus e to the power of minus R minus 1 exponential R, here exponential minus R minus 1 E by kT. So here R into exponential minus R minus 1 E by kT. We got that equation. Now with the help of that one here, so here one more equation is there, 1 plus x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 3x square 1 plus 2x plus 3x square, here we have 3x square, and plus dash here dash 1 plus 2x plus 3x square. See there, 1 plus 2x, x value is what, exponential minus E by kT, plus 3x square, right, exponential minus 2E by kT. So 3x square, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus x whole square. That value is equal to 1 by 1 minus x whole square. 1 by 1 minus x whole square. By using this one, by applying that formula to this equation, then what we get there, equal to we get there N0E exponential minus E by kT into by, so 1 minus x value is what there, exponential minus E by kT whole square. So this is what represents total energy of black body. Total energy of black body. Right? This can also be written as equal to. So N naught E exponential minus E by kT by, so 1 minus exponential minus E by kT whole square. So this is what energy emitted by black body. Now, so we got a total number of oscillators, we got a total energy emitted by the black body. Now we have to find out average energy. So let us assume this is what equation 6. Let us substitute equation 5 and 6 in equation number 1. Understand? We know that what is that equation? So average energy of an oscillator, average energy per oscillator, average energy per oscillator. So that can be E bar equal to E by N, right? Alright, E bar equal to E by N. Substitute 6, 5 in equation 1, then see what we get there. So N naught E exponential minus E by kT. So by 1 minus exponential minus E by kT whole square into N naught by, so this value, here I am writing by, so N naught value, N naught by, so what we get there, 1 minus exponential minus E by kT. So what happened here, N naught cancel, okay, N naught cancel. So finally what we get there here, finally, now the square term here, the square term and single term cancel. So finally we have E bar equal to, finally E exponential minus E by kT by 1 minus exponential minus E by kT. We have this term, right? From this term you have to take exponential minus E by kT common, then we'll get E bar equal to, here it is E by, so finally what we get there, taking common and cancel these terms, then we'll get there exponential, here it is E by kT minus 1. So this is what average energy of an oscillator, otherwise average energy per oscillator, E bar equal to E by exponential E by kT minus 1. But we know that what is E? E can be written as E equal to h nu, right? E can be written as where E equal to h nu. So substituting E equal to h nu, unit energy of oscillator E equal to h nu, then we will get the E bar equal to h nu by exponential h nu by kT minus 1. This is what average energy, E bar equal to h nu by exponential h nu by kT minus 1. So this is what according to Planck's theory, according to quantum theory. So according to quantum theory, average energy of oscillator can be E bar is equal to h nu by exponential h nu by kT minus 1. But according to classical theory, average energy of oscillator can be E bar equal to kT. E bar equal to kT. This is according to classical theory. This is according to Planck's theory. Understand? Now, so with the help of these equations, we are going to derive Planck's formula. Okay, we are going to derive Planck's formula. Let us see here. Formula. So we know that number of oscillators per unit volume, number of oscillators per unit volume, the number of oscillators per unit volume in frequency range, nu and nu plus d nu can be nu and nu plus d nu is given by, that is what modes of vibration. So we got in Rayleigh Jeans. Law. So modes of vibrations. We got it in Rayleigh Jeans law. That is what here df is equal 8 pi nu square by c cube into d nu. df is equal to 8 pi mu square by c cube into nu. The energy density belonging to the range d mu is the energy density belonging to frequency d nu is is can be written as the energy density belonging to range d nu. Range d nu is given by d nu equal to df into d nu equal to df into, so we got average energy of oscillator E bar. So what is df? We know that d nu equal to, what is df? Modes of vibration 8 pi nu square by c cube into d nu into E bar value already we got just now, h nu by exponential h nu by kt minus 1. Understand? So with the help of this equation what we get there? So finally d nu equal to we'll get there 8 pi h nu cube by 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into 1 by exponential h nu by kt minus 1. So d nu by, so exponential h nu by kt minus 1. So this is what Planck's radiation law. See there, E nu d nu equal to 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into d nu by h nu e to the power of h nu by kt minus 1. This is what Planck's radiation law in terms of frequency. Planck's radiation law in terms of frequency. This is our required formula, Planck's formula. So what we have to do here, what we have done here, number of oscillators per unit value in frequency range nu and nu plus d nu. Already we got this formula in the Rayleigh-Jeans formula. So number of modes of vibration. This is what nothing but number of modes of vibration. So that can be df is equal to 8 pi nu square by c cube into d nu. Understand? Now what I'm doing, the energy density belonging to the range d nu is, range d nu is energy density belonging to range d nu is can be written as E nu d nu equal to, let us multiply modes of vibration into energy of average energy of oscillator E bar. Then finally what we get there, E nu d nu equal to, so multiplying these two equations we'll get there E nu d nu is equal to 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into d nu by e to the power of h nu by kt minus 1. This is what Planck's radiation law. So this is in terms of frequency. Now we have to get that equation in terms of wavelength. Planck's formula in terms of wavelength. So this is in terms of frequency and Planck's law in terms of wavelength. See how I am doing there. So we know that mu equal to c by lambda. Now differentiating on both sides, what we get there, d nu when c is constant minus c by lambda square into d lambda. Alright, so differentiating this equation on both sides, what we get the d nu equal to minus c by lambda square into d lambda. So we know that these all are positive quantities, let us take only positive value. Then d nu equal to c by lambda square into d lambda. So substitute these two things in this equation here. So let us see what I am getting here. So after substituting, so E lambda d lambda equal to E lambda d lambda. So Planck's radiation law in terms of wavelength equal to 8 pi h, instead of nu cube what I have to take this c cube, so by c cube by lambda cube, here it is c cube by lambda cube, c cube by lambda cube into, so d nu value is what there, c by lambda square into d lambda by, here exponential, instead of taking nu you have to write there c by lambda, so here I am writing hc by lambda kt minus 1. Okay, so what happens, this one cancel, and finally, so we have E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi, here it is h, 8 pi h, and I'm writing there 8 pi h c by lambda to the power of 5 and d lambda by exponential or e to the power of h nu equal to c by lambda, here it is what there, sorry, c, hc by lambda kt minus 1. Okay, lambda kt minus 1. So this is our required Planck formula in terms of wavelength. 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of 5 d lambda by exponential hc by lambda kt minus 1. So here finally we'll write there. So this is our required formula. This can also be written as, so E lambda equal 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of 5 into 1 by, so e to the power of hc by lambda kt minus 1. So energy, total energy released from the black body according to Planck's radiation law, according to Planck's formula. This is what Planck's formula in terms of wavelength. So this law is applicable to all range of wavelengths. This law is applicable to all ranges of wavelengths. We know that Wien's law is applicable to shorter wavelengths and Rayleigh-Jean's law applicable to longer wavelengths. But Planck's radiation law is applicable to all wavelength regions. Now let us see different laws from Planck's radiation law. So now the first one is Wien's formula. Let us see how can we obtain, with the help of Planck's radiation law, Wien's law. So we know that Wien's law is applicable to only shorter wavelengths. For example, so initially we have to take Planck's radiation law, E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of phi and d lambda by exponential hc by lambda kt minus 1. Alright, so 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of phi and d lambda by exponential hc by lambda kt minus 1. So for Wien's law, let us take where lambda is very small. Then what happened here? We have exponential term. In the exponential term, lambda is in the denominator. So therefore what happened here? Exponential hc by lambda kt is greater than 1. Alright, so what happened here? This equation is reduced to d lambda is equal 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of phi and d lambda by, here we have exponential hc by lambda kt only. Okay, now what we have to do here now, so let us send this one upwards direction. So E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of phi and we have e to the power of minus hc by lambda kt into d lambda. Here I am writing this one as you know that where 8 pi hc is constant and e to the power of minus hc by kt also constant. Now we have to write there. So E lambda d lambda is equal minus a by lambda to the power of phi and exponential minus b by lambda t exponential, otherwise e to the power of b by lambda t and d lambda minus, here minus is there, this is d lambda. See, this is the equation. Okay, this is the equation where E is directly proportional to 1 by lambda phi. This equation represents Wien's law. This equation represents Wien's law, which is applicable to shorter wavelengths. This law is applicable to shorter wavelengths. Okay, right. So now, one more thing we have to see, Rayleigh-Jean's law. So Rayleigh-Jean's law is applicable to longer wavelengths. So Rayleigh-Jean's law applicable to longer wavelengths. Let us see here. Rayleigh-Jean's law, second one. Rayleigh-Jean's law. So we know that where the Rayleigh-Jean's law is applicable to longer wavelengths. For that, so here I am taking e to the power of hc by lambda kt is very small. So e to the power of hc by lambda kt is very small because lambda is very large, and where hc by lambda kt is in the denominator, where the lambda is in the denominator, where in the Rayleigh-Jean's law, we know that where lambda is very large. Let us assume that lambda is very large. So in that case, and e to the power of hc by lambda kt is very small. So as a result, so what we have to do? We have to expand this function. We have to expand exponential term. So e to the power of hc by lambda kt expanded like this: 1 plus hc by lambda kt and plus hc by lambda kt whole square and plus hc by lambda kt whole cube. Like that we'll get there. So let us neglect higher order terms. Let us neglect squaring terms, higher order terms. Only we have to consider here e to the power of hc by lambda kt is equal to 1 plus hc by lambda kt. Okay. Now let us substitute this equation in Planck's radiation law. So we know that that law is E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of 5 and d lambda by exponential hc by lambda kt and minus 1. You substitute this term in this equation, then what we get there finally, E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of 5 into d lambda by, this term is become hc by lambda kt, here 1 plus, here minus 1, this one cancel, and here lambda, here this one cancel, hc also cancel, and finally we got there E lambda d lambda is equal, so E lambda d lambda equal, we can get there 8 pi kt, so we have kt 8 pi kt by lambda to the power of 5, sorry, lambda to the power of 4 into d lambda. E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi kt by lambda to the power of 4 into d lambda. So we know that this equation represents Rayleigh-Jean's law. This equation represents the Rayleigh-Jean's law. So for longer wavelength regions, for longer wavelengths where the Planck's radiation matches the Rayleigh-Jean's law. For shorter wavelength region where the Planck's radiation law matches the Wien's displacement law. So this is what Rayleigh-Jean's law. This is applicable to longer wavelength region. So what we have taken here, for lambda is very large, then e to the power of hc by lambda kt is very small. So for this we have to expand exponential term. So if you expand, we'll get this one. Let us take only neglect higher order terms, then 1 plus hc by lambda kt. Substitute this law in Planck's radiation law. Then finally we'll get this one, where we know that where E is directly proportional to 1 by lambda to the power of 4. So this is Planck's radiation law applicable. This is what Rayleigh-Jean's law applicable to longer wavelengths.